Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this hat that has the Mr. Krabs first dollar on it with this embroidery machine. This is the Brother PR680W. There is a way to use a single needle to do this as well, but unfortunately I'm not good at that, and I'm not going to try to attempt to learn it. So we are going to use a multi-needle today. I was saying this is the Brother PR680W. And the other thing that you need is the hat driver. You need the whole hat assembly. It comes with 3 parts. This is the driver right here that you got to attach onto the machine, and I'm going to show you the other parts. They're the hat frame and the hooping station. So this is the hat frame right here. This is the one that you need to use. There's 2 of them. I forgot what the other one is called, like the flat brim or something like that, but this is the one that you use, not the one with the rubber. And this is the hooping station right here. Now I'm gonna put you on a tripod so I can show you how to use it. So in order to attach the hooping station, it's very simple. You just clamp this clamp right here onto a desk or anything like that's sturdy enough. Once I put it onto the desk, I turn this screw in order to tighten it onto the desk. So that's on. Now you use this and you slide it on, but you don't just slide it on just like boom. It's a technique to it. You have to push it all the way down, because if you don't and you try to slide it on, it's not going to flip on. So you got to push it all the way down to make sure it's firmly on to the hooping station right here, like this. And get this out the way. And once it's on there like so, you just slide it over. And right here, there's rolling pins. I guess that's what you call them. You just push them in and it snaps. Now when it comes to stabilizer, I usually use the tearaway stabilizer. As you can see here, this will tear.
Don't tear it up, huh?
That's how you know it's a tearaway. Once you can pull it and it rips, it's a tearaway. I fold it in half like so. It's not like a big piece that you need. It's just enough to cover the inside of the hat. And then you just double it up. So double it up like this, hold it in place like so, and then I grab my scissors and I cut. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect, you just gotta get it done. So boom, these little binder clips right here are essential, and I always lose them. So I found a hack. If you buy like the regular binder clips from like Home Depot or somewhere, you can actually bend them in the same places as these ones and have extra ones. Because what these do right here is they clamp onto the sides like that and hold your material in place. Because without these, the stabilizer would fall off and then the hat wouldn't be as tight. So also these ridges right here grip on to your stabilizer. That's what they're for. So once you put the stabilizer on, it could have excess hanging right here. It doesn't matter, you just fold it over. So when I put this on here, I could fold this over. It doesn't matter. You don't have to cut it or anything. So what I do is put it on here, and then I use these little ridges. I lock them in place like this. So that way it's a little bit tighter. It doesn't change it that much, but makes it just a little bit tighter. And then I fold that part in. And when you're clipping it, you want to clip it on the inside, not the outside. So this clip right here could be on the outside like that, but you don't want that because that's going to interfere with the hat. So you do it on the inside like so. So I'm gonna do the other side and come back. All right, I'm back. Now the stabilizer is secure and where it needs to be. So with the hat, this is my hat. So when you get it, you know how it's always curved at the brim right here. You don't want to straighten it out because that's going to make hooping it a living nightmare. So what you want to do is keep it bent like how it is, like with that little angle right there. You want to open it up. You want to take out this piece right here. I've done so many hats that it don't even, it's just like instinct for me to pull that out. So then you pull this piece out right here. This sweat guard, I believe it's called, all the way around. That way you can get ready to hoop the hat. All right, so now that we got the sweat guard out and we got the hat brim curved like it's supposed to be, what we want to do is point the hat upwards. So you want the hat to be pointed upwards in the sky like this, and hold it from the sweat guards like so, and slide it on. So this from the back, this is what the hoop sees, the station sees. So I'm holding the frame of the hat like so, sliding it onto it like so. Alright, so let me pull it back out and show you guys from a better angle. So what you do is you put it onto the frame like this with the sweatband out. And once you get right here, you want to put the sweatband under. So make sure it's underneath this little piece of metal right here. So when you go, you push it underneath right there to make sure that the hat sits flush onto the back of the station, like so. So once you get that done, there's a little red mark right here on the station. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. It's right there, that little red mark. And what you want to do is line that red mark up with the seam of the hat on this side. So the middle seam of the hat should be lined up with that little red dot. So you can eyeball it. That's what I like to do. Once you get it like this is perfect. What you want to do is grab this right here, this latch, and swing it around like so, and you snap it in place with this little bar right here. But before you do that, before I show you the bar down there, you want to make sure that the teeth right here, this has teeth, these little jagged edges, you want to have them hold the brim. So the whole time when you swing it around, have them hold onto the brim of the hat right here. Boom. And mine's is perfectly holding. You want to make sure it's holding it perfectly, because sometimes they won't hold it correctly, and like you'll have problems with hooping and then embroidering. So just make sure to look all the way around and make sure it's all the way where it needs to be. So now that we got all the way down here, what we do is this latch right here is where this goes. So you latch it right there. You'll have to push on this part right here sometimes to get it down, because sometimes it won't go all the way down. You just push this down and then boom, it's latched. You just got to pull on this. But before you pull this up, do a double check to make sure that the brim is in place where it's supposed to be, like so. And once you do all that, now you can latch it in place. Boom, we're almost finished. Now remember those binder clips that we had hold up stabilizer? Now you can grab them from underneath, and what you want to do is hook them right here, and on the other side the same place right here, and that holds the tension of the hat so the hat doesn't loosen when it's embroidering and misregister. You want to push the brim forward and pull this piece to hold the brim. So you push the brim. The reason why you want to use this to hold the brim is the brim might touch the machine and ruin it. You don't want to ruin your machine because of the brim, so you always want to lock that piece right there. All right, so now that you got all that, what you want to do now is put your finger on this right here, and on the other side there's the same thing, and push to get it off.
And here you go, a perfectly hooped hat. Boom. That's where it's going to embroider on. That's the inside of the hat. These extra pieces don't matter. You can cut them off if you want to, but I usually leave them there. They don't make a difference. And this is just going to stay looking like that. So if you see it look like this, you didn't do anything wrong. The main thing that we're worried about is right here and making sure it looks exactly how it's supposed to look. So let's put this on the embroidery machine and let it embroider out.
All right, now that we're at the embroidery machine, you want to take the hat on the frame. You can't just put it in like so. So you got to turn it to the side, and be careful of your needles, that you don't hit your needles. And then turn it back around once you get it underneath there, and it should snap right in place like that. All right, and now we're ready to rock. Now that I'm ready to rock, I just take this design, click on and edit, because I didn't have to change anything about it, and put it to the back of the brim like so. You can hear that it's touching the back of the machine That's the one thing I do not want to happen. Let me see if I can. So, see how it's touching the frame? I want to back it up until it's not touching the frame anymore. And there's a little gap. Perfect. Now that we got that all set, you know what I'm saying? We set the colors. So 5. This one is on 6. This one is on 5. This one is on 2. I know you can matte the colors and keep them on permanently, but I'm constantly changing colors, so that's why I have to do that manually every time. So as I said, 5 is the light green, 6 is the dark green, and 2 is the black. I hope this turns out right because I don't have any more hats right now. What I'm doing is using the laser to guide me to the center of the hat, so I know where the center of the hat is going to be. Let's get started. I like to start at like a slower pace, just so that I know that everything is working how it's supposed to work. And then I'll speed it up in a minute.
Changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated, you better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the gas. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Alright, all together that took 27 minutes, but we're finally done. Alright. Bang, boom, and let me show you guys. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. Before I take the frame off. So what you want to do to take the frame off is for this piece, grab these 2 clips, and then once you got that, you just unbuckle this right here, like how we buckled it but the opposite way. Boom, bam. Now the frame is off, and we were gonna rip this anyway, so I'm glad that it just ripped by itself. Boom. That's what the inside looks like. You do have to cut some of these threads to make it look neater, but basically this is what it looks like when you're all finished.